We're going to do something special today. Here's what we're going to do. It has come to my realization that while every single Vault SMP member agrees behind the scenes that Immortality Potion is completely broken and completely overpowered and completely throws the balance off, some SMP members are still actively using this potion to complete bingos or to complete other hard tasks. And what it does is, it gives you immortality for 10 seconds. That's actually not the main powerhouse that this potion has, though. Yeah, no, it's not actually the main powerhouse. I kind of want to try and build a build today to demonstrate why we are in part 2 removing the immortality potion. That's kind of what I want to do. I want to try and be creative and exploit this potion because, as I said, it's not necessarily, and this sounds crazy, right? But it's not necessarily the immortality that makes it broken. And so, first things first, let's make sure we save our current build, because we do love our current build. It's so much fun, this AD build. And then let's come up with something that can exploit the immortality potion completely. The very first thing I can think of that should make this potion completely broken and be a very good reason and demonstration, we're going to try and completely... I want to basically show you guys, when we talk about game design, it's not just the one thing that I'm talking about. And I think I've done a pretty bad job at this in the past, and I want to rectify myself. I do. I think I've done a pretty bad job in the past of always explain... Like, I think I've been assuming too much. I think I've been assuming that people think like me too much. And that's why a lot of my decisions often gets very criticized. And then they get left in anyway, right? And then people kind of get it. Yeah, I think so. And so let's try and visually, I want to make a build that visually is going to completely prove in 1 second why this is a terrible, terrible item to have in the game if we want a balanced game. And I have an idea. Here's what we're going to do. We're gonna go speed. And then what we're going to do is we're going to break this potion fully using Archon. Yep, that's what we're going to do. So what I can think about in my brain is that we can break this with Archon. So let's go an Archon build. Let's do something pretty simple here. Let's go Storm Arrow, because why not? And maybe, you know, it's going to take a few attempts because I'm not familiar with these things. But let's see where we can get to. Oh, maybe we can even pair this with Taunt, actually. But let's do that as a second thing. Let's get a level more in heal because we have skill points. And then let's get some Arcana going. Let's get some Prudent going. Maybe even some Stone Skin. Yeah, that's probably good. I don't know if I need Dungeon Mastery for this, but Dungeon Mastery can certainly make it even better. Let's get some Intelligence. Let's get our 2 levels in Haste. And maybe Sorcery. Yeah, sure. Let's max Sorcery as well. That's probably a pretty good start. I think we got some dash. Just take 2 more points here. Let's get a deck going with this combo as well. Where is my mage deck? Here, this gives us a level in Storm Arrow. And that's the only thing this gives us that is helpful. Let's see if we can fit some quick more. Do I have any Archon card? I do have an Archon card. 2 to 6 resource cards. Okay, we can make that work. Storm Arrow. 1 to 6 resource cards would work. 1 to 6 red cards might work. 2 to 6 stat cards might work. My goodness, okay, these cards are insane. Maybe we build a new deck real quick. So if I put this in, it's going to work. That's not going to work off the bat. 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 Okay, so we need some resource cards. Let's just pick anything. Wooden chest looted. Mobs killed. Sure. That should trigger... Yeah, that triggered the Archon card. And one of these. And then we need some stat cards. gonna borrow from here. Take some of these ability power. Actually, yeah, let's redo this setup. This is gonna be insane with just the Storm Arrow cards. This card wants red cards next to it. This card wants blue cards. I think we got +5 Storm Arrow at the moment. So we're triggering everything. Okay. I mean, I don't wanna do anything crazy here. I want to do something very quick. So I think that's fine. Holy crap. Okay. I think the problem is if I take a high-end trinket with this, a lot of people are going to be responding by saying, well, you did it with a trinket, but not all players have trinkets. So we got to do this with something that doesn't really matter, or something, you know, whatever. Honestly, just to prove a point, or just because it doesn't matter, I don't think, I'm just going to go with the wings, because then I can discover things as fast as possible. Yeah. I don't think the blue trinket has any effect there. I think you can probably make it better with the gluttony, but I don't need to do that, I don't think. And then what we're going to do is get a capstone to make this easier on ourselves. And why not do like a little scavenger? Because I think we can complete it and demo this. But if we can't complete it, it doesn't really matter. I don't care about the objective. Okay. So as I said earlier, the whole point of this is just to demonstrate why... Because I don't actually think it's the 10-second immortality that's necessarily the broken part with it. I think that's too strong on its own. But I think when thinking about game design, when thinking about things in Vault Hunters and in other games, there is actually a massive big point for us. There's a massive big hurdle for us to tackle, which I love tackling, by the way. I love it a lot. And that is combinations. We have to make sure that there can be some very powerful combinations, but never should a combination be the only way to play the game or the absolute best way of playing the game. So, what we are going to do is we're going to go into a vault now, and we are going to just dungeon hunt. It's the only thing we're going to do with this build. All right. Can we do it? Can we abuse the immortality slaughterer brew? Can we make it to a point where I can demonstrate, or I can prove, rather, not prove, I don't need to prove anything, it's my decisions at the end of the day, where I can visually, or maybe I get proven wrong. Maybe I get proven wrong. Yeah, no, maybe that is true. But let's see. You know, let's see what happens. This is with a very low effort, no legendary gear, very low effort, not max rolled, AP build using Archon. Archon is a spell that shoots lightning bolts when I'm close to mobs on them. Automatically, for free. I don't have to do anything. And we need to find a dungeon. We do have dungeon capstone on here, right? Yeah. Oh no, don't lag now, game. There's our first dungeon. Here we go. Activate this. Now, mind you, I've not practiced. I don't know what I'm doing. We're just gonna try this. Drink the potion. Lag. Okay. That was hard. Right. Now, if you were worried about charges in my potion, by the way, if you're worried about charges, it's okay, guys. We're in a dungeon, so we're getting 10 stacks of recharge per every mob that we kill. That's very hard, Iskall. Let's try... Okay. Alright, well that's dungeon 1 cleared. I guess. Spag. We don't need living those, we can move on. OMG, I love it! WTF is this? Yeah, it kind of worked pretty well. I mean, look, I felt like my damage was pretty low. I should be holding my sword. I should, because my sword has champion damage on it. But yeah, I haven't maxed out AP here. Like, I haven't gone AP on everything. I think I have resistance on... Yeah, I have resistance here. That's useless. I got 7%, 11%. Okay, so that's a good piece. And AP scales... Like, the percentages of AP scales higher the higher level you are. I'm only level 65 because we are capped at the moment. You almost died there. No, it was... yeah, it was close. But if you're worrying about the potion charges running out, I don't think we have to be super worried. I overdrank it there. Like, I can get a lot better at this. I need to time it better. Like, why am I drinking it here? It's useless, right? I need to first go and get the mobs. But if you look at my potion, you can see the charges get back, because that scales with dungeon mobs. Oh, that was an archer. Did we need ornate? Yeah, we need sacks. Let's get the sacks in here. What potion is this? Immortality potion. Yeah. And it's going away in the next patch. And I felt like, instead of trying to argue about this point, why is it broken? Oh, it's not broken, iskall. I just thought, can we make a build, any build at all, that can fully abuse it? And this was my first thought. And obviously, needless to say, I played a lot of Vault Hunters, so the speed of which that came to my mind doesn't really prove anything, because I played a lot of the game. But yeah, I think our potion is full, or has one less charge. No, I think it's full, actually. I think it's actually full. That's cool. How's our mana doing, by the way? I haven't been looking. 2 down, 8 to go. Yeah, it's going to be hard to do 10, man. It's going to be difficult. We still have the bounty for the creep ride? We do. We actually skipped the... I skipped the living chest because I forgot about it. But yeah, I do. We need to find a gilded one if we want to complete, and a coin. But then even so, we have the wooden issue. But I don't care about the completion. Did I hold my sword there? I didn't, right? I need to get better at this. Practice makes perfect. I just want to say that, like, I love all of you guys. And I love people who come up with broken things. And I love that we can fix it. I understand... A lot of people's perspective is this, I think, at least. This is my take. I think a lot of people have the perspective that... Pepper actually said something extremely intelligent. Pepperfly is a very intelligent man. He said something to me. He said this. Vault Hunters, we built this as a Minecraft mod pack. Minecraft modded enjoyers, and Dylan, you can... Some of you will relate to this. Are used to playing mod packs where you get completely overpowered in the PvE aspect so that you can focus on your factory building. True, right, Dylan? Think about it. Like, mod packs have Draconic Evolution. Draconic Evolution has immortality sets, like where you take 0 damage. Because who cares about PvE? It's boring. Oh, this is gonna get tough. Okay. Here we go, guys. Time to die. Extreme mobs. This is gonna be hard. Does a lot of damage. Man, I need to get much better at this. This is extreme. This is almost impossible. Level dungeon. Okay. Whew. I'm actually legit sweating though, because there is the chance that I mistime things. In which case I have to drink more of my potion, right? Like now? Ah, it's fine. It's fine. What happened to my storm arrow anyway? That was kind of weird. I also don't know what happened to my mana. Excuse me? Oh, it ran out! My mana ran out. Okay. Monka? Actually, no. I can just do this, right? Oh, I don't have Storm Arrow Bond. Lol. I have something else on T. I've been trying to cast it and it hasn't worked a single time. Oh my god. My bad. So wait, we haven't maximized yet. Okay. Okay, that's fine. We've been using one spell, not two. Okay. I thought we were using two because it felt so powerful. But yeah, no, I guess we didn't. That's so funny. That's so funny, dudes. Oh, where's the stupid creep rye? Not here. How many dungeons is that? 3? We've had a hard, an extreme, and a normal. Ooh, the impossible one is actually going to be challenging because look at the potion. The extreme one was not free. Well, it was free, but if we get 2 extreme in a row, I think we have to skip one. Yeah, I think we have to skip that one. We have to build up our potion in a better dungeon. And it was piglin, so it's like the highest damage plus extreme. GG go next, exactly. Normal spider, can we do this? Spiders are horrible. But this should be a good charge up for our potion. Oh, and coins. Should on my sword, I'll do a little bit more damage. Oh, it poisoned me. How rude. Okay, we need 7. This is broken AF. Really? I mean... Yeah. No, I know. no, guys. No, I know it's broken. Yeah, no, I said so a while ago. And it's my fault for not ever having testing this ability, this potion. I should have tested it. And that's my fault. But now that we know that it's broken, unless you want to play with the broken mechanic, which makes sense, like, that's fair enough. How does this work? Active Archon and do nothing else? Yeah, just have Archon active at all times. You can see the top right corner. And then just drink your potion. Now, because we're using a slaughter potion, and because dungeons recharges your potion 10 charges per dungeon mob, as you can see, it's now full again. So it's not like we're going to run out of charges unless we really mess up. I can see like an without having more AP. I want to add an element to this. This is base level stuff. I've rolled some AP gear. This is base level stuff. If we add AP, if we get a legendary roll, a legendary wand, a legendary ability power increase, I think this is going to get a lot better very quickly. Yeah, I think so. I don't think Immortality Potion is good for any part of the game. But I don't think Immortality Potion... I don't like the Immortality Potion doesn't give you that as big of an advantage outside dungeons. Like, dungeons is the main reason for concern. Until we have the bosses back. But even now, like Hunter Guardians, you can probably do this with Hunter Guardians, right? If you treat every Hunter Guardian thing as a... we're going, after this, by the way, we're going west. Oh, here we go, impossible. Okay, I don't know how well this is going to work. We might run out of mana here. I was just going to say, we definitely have to drink again. I don't want to be in F5 mode. Hold on. I mean, another thing you can do is obviously just cast Storm Arrow at the entrance there. So yeah, maybe we should actually demonstrate the other broken part with this potion. That's not... like, this is a creatively broken part of this potion. Okay, this is gonna get a little bit tricky. You can see my mana regen is not great. It's kind of good that we're running out though. Is Prudence not working at all? I've seen every charge take a tick. Oh, did we run out? Okay. I'll demonstrate the other broken part then. Okay, so I think we can all agree that it's definitely a little bit more challenging when the mobs have 5 times health with this damage. Definitely requires a bit more being caution. But you were never in danger though? No, no. I love the fact that there can be things that are very strong. But clearly, are we in agreement when we say that this feels like the best way of clearing dungeons? And this is like my first build. We could probably come up with something else as well. I just wanted to like visualize why Immortality Potion is a bad idea in its core. Giving the player any form of immortality is bad. Specifically when it can be used more times than originally thought. I don't want to use the word intended because that insinuates that I'm smarter than everyone, and I'm certainly not. I invented this potion. I designed this potion. I once said we should have this potion in the game. And I am also the same person to say, I'm going to undo my failure. I'm going to undo my flaw. I was wrong. And I wish I would have tried this sooner. It's been in the game for way too long. Okay, good. We can maybe get a bit of a recharge here. Let me get a champion. Oh yeah, we got 2 charges recharged. And we needed Gilded, didn't we? How many dungeons have we cleared now? If I clear this one? I think I've got a single soul charm. 6? Okay. Yeah, it's gonna get close with the 10. We need to get lucky on the type of dungeons. I don't understand, you're not doing anything, you're just standing. That's the best comment I've seen all day. Yeah, no, I know. I know. I don't understand you not doing anything, you're just standing. Yeah, I know. So, honest question though, and this is something that I think I have the answer to, but I don't know. Is it Archon that's broken, or is it the Immortality Potion that's broken? I'm gonna give you guys my take when I see your guys' take. Archon, both. Immortality. Potion, Archon, both. Okay, so there is a bit of a spread, but most people are saying Potion. The combination. So I don't think Archon is broken, personally. It might be a little bit overtuned. It might be a little bit strong. But I don't think it's a big deal. It's a single target spell. That requires a lot of setup if you want to make it work with like increased range of effects, etc. It's also an AP driven spell, which means that you're not going to have crit hit resistance. You're not going to have all of these other tools to defend yourself, right? I think it's a pretty low skill ability. As in, I don't think you as a player need to have a lot of skill to use it. But who am I making this game for, Dylan? Who are we making the game for? We're making the game for all skill levels of players. And so there, it's good. It's very good that we have several abilities that have a low skill entry. I think I can clear that dungeon, by the way, but it will require me to use the entire potion. I mean, because impossible does mean that they take a little bit longer to kill because they have more health. So I don't think it's worth it if our goal is just to clear 10 dungeons. But if it was only one dungeon I was running, then yeah, I would go in there with this build for sure. But no, anyway, I don't want to get sidetracked here. I think it's important to note that I know that some people have been saying and maybe thinking, and with all rights, that you know, some mechanics are broken or too easy, or some things needs to be harder. And I I sit here quite chilled. I'm quite chilling. I'm chilling out, thinking. I think it's good that we have abilities that take lower entry skill. I think so, because I want the game to be for everyone. Okay, we've got what we need. Let's clear the dungeon. Oops. And I don't think that Archon takes a lot of skill to play with, but it's quite fun. And it's more about the skill of setting up the strategy around it. I've never actually tried it with increased area of effect, though. It's awesome. It's really cool. I like that a lot. Oh, is this not the champion? It's not. This dungeon is awesome. I love it. Oh, this is the champion. Anyway, we have the pouch, the charm. I also think that for any pacifist build, this is a great ability. I think so. We have to get like a normal dungeon here so we can clear it fast. Kind of want a small... Okay, this is pretty good. I was gonna say, I want a smaller dungeon. We've had a lot of large dungeons. Oh, what did I do now? Okay, maybe I can survive this. And hopefully, Dylan, hopefully I'm not coming across as like having any ego to have to show this, by the way. That's not at all my goal. I just thought that this is probably a good way to visualize why this potion needs to go. Yeah, so hopefully I'm not coming across as like, oh, Iskall has to be right, because that's not what I'm attempting. This is just the first build. I'm sure there are other builds that would do this too. And we actually don't need Archon at all. No, we don't need Archon at all. I don't have time to demonstrate the other method that you can do, but... I thought you were in creative mode. Now, we could make a change to the potion, and I want to be completely like transparent with my thought process. We could make a change to the potion where if you attack a mob, it doesn't, like it deactivates the potion. But I think like this. I think for as long as we got the creep right, yay. I think for as long as immortality exists in its core form, I think that people will find ways to do something like this with it. Ooh, is it a big one? It is a big one. Worried about getting one shot, guys. This is the hardest hitting dungeon mobs. No, maybe spiders are. Potion charges wise, though, we're fine. We're okay. No, it lagged. That was scary lag. Monk up. Okay, that's 10. That's 10. We have a long way to go to get out, though. Holy crap. I just realized that, like, it's kind of Monka-esque to have the... I just realized this now, right? It's kind of Monka-esque to have the radius increase. Oh, there was another dungeon there. To have the radius increase with Storm Arrow. Because the spread gets so high. You know what I mean, guys? So, like, the targets are less concentrated. Did you guys see that? Like, it attacked the slime, it attacked the mobs outside. Yeah, that was a little bit scary. I like that. But that was an extreme piglin dungeon. I could only dream about doing that without maximizing my build. No effort playstyle. It's not about the no effort playstyle. I'm fine with Archon. Yes, I am. I don't want to remove Archon. I don't. I just want to show why it's important that when we think about some things, and I think I'm bad at explaining it, there are so many other things to think about. Was there anyone who was against the Immortality Potion removal that have maybe changed their mind after seeing that? I think it should just be the Ghost Walk effect, Iskall. Yeah, so that's the other thing. So you are absolutely right in saying that. I think it should be the Ghost Walk effect instead. So we would, instead of removing Immortality, we would change it to be this ability. Where if you attacking anything during the Ghost Walk will cancel its effect. Or maybe even Spirit Walk, right? To be fair, attacking or looting will cancel its effect. Or maybe Ghost Walk effect. But if we do that and put it to 5-second timer on the highest brew, because we have to scale it with every vial, right? We have to scale it with, how many different is it? I think we can see it here. And yeah, so there are 4 different ones. So then it would start at 2 seconds, then 3 seconds, then 4 seconds, and then 5 seconds a brew. Do you guys think that that would solve the issue? The problem if we do that is that I think that that potion might be too bad or too good. I don't think Immortality is easy to balance at all. There are actually voices in the dev team that hates Ghost Walk, by the way. Hate this ability. I think it's fairly well balanced at the moment after many years. I still don't think these are perfectly fine balanced, by the way. I think the Spirit Walk's cooldown is a bit too low, personally. I know that that's not a popular opinion, but I think it could have 60-second cooldown and to still be good. Could make it increase block chance instead. I think all passive chance effects on a potion are always going to feel bad. Can I demonstrate why? Can I give you guys like, why am I thinking like that? And so the reason I say that is because I think that if you then don't roll the chance, let's say that the potion does 75% damage reduction, or let's say that it does gives you 50% block chance for the next 10 seconds, right? Whenever there's a chance or a scalar, it's not like visual. Like, you don't feel like it's doing anything. Does that make sense? And what if you drink it and you have invested your potion into being a blocking potion and you never block during the potion? Because it's going to happen. Like, mathematically, it's going to happen. Yeah, okay, you low rolled on the blocks and you died. And you're going to be really upset. And, like, it's going to be a feel bad. Does this make sense? I feel like I have such a hard time explaining this one mechanic. I want every single thing that you actively do, like, for example, drink a potion, cast a spell. I want you to feel it. I want you to feel it. Yeah. I think it's fine, guys, to just remove it and be done with it. I think so. And maybe in the future we can look at something where it uses your Ghost Walk or something. I think using your Ghost Walk is better than anything else. But I still think that deleting it fully is better. Like, it's the easy way out in a way. And I know that some people will be upset about it. I know that some people will be like, oh, this is so garbage. Like, I use this in my build. And I understand that. And for that, I take full responsibility. It is my fault. This potion should have never seen the light of day. And yeah, that's my fault. But someone's gonna do the dirty work. Someone's gonna do that. Someone's gonna get blamed for it, and I'm happy to be that person. The demo only showed why Archon is OP. Okay. Okay. So it didn't show why Immortality Potion was the OP thing. It showed why Archon was the OP thing, yeah? I know something I can do immediately. So, The argument was made, and I think it's fair enough. I actually think it's fair enough. I'm not taking the piss. I'm not taking the mickey. I'm not having any ego. The argument was made that this showed why Archon is OP and not the potion. So, I've spec'd out of Archon. I've spec'd into Nova. That's not going to matter for my... I just want to test Nova, basically. It's not actually going to have any effect on this. And we're just going to go in again. Zombie challenging. Okay. So this is what we're going to do. Good roll. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Are they coming? They all coming? Including the champion? Potion recharging nicely. I don't know. Was that Storm Arrow or was that the potion? Storm Arrow is broken. Okay, was that Storm Arrow and not the potion? It was the combination. Okay. I mean, eventually, guys. Eventually, I love you guys, but eventually, there is a common denominator in these different tests. Something that is included in all of them. So far, it's the potion. You know, it was included in the Archon and in this thing. And so, but yeah, no, let's see here. Okay. So it was the potion. It was the Storm Arrow. Okay, here we go. Alright. Did not use Storm Arrow. I didn't use Storm Arrow. I got the archives. I got the loot I wanted. No Storm Arrow. Was it... Was it Nova? Oh yeah, no, it was Nova. You're just too skilled, iskalls. True. No, true. No, of course, you know... there are many things to discuss here, right? And I think that in terms of dungeons, we've discussed the dungeon part in this. Is it really good that you can loot dungeons and benefit from the scaled loot without interacting with the mobs? No, I don't think so. I've now proven that Storm Arrow and the potion is broken. Archon and the potion is broken. I guarantee you, if I would spend a little bit of time on this build, a little bit of time meaning like, okay, some more AP, some more increased area of effect, maybe one legendary roll. I guarantee you that I can do the exact same thing I did with Archon with Nova. I think I can do the exact same thing with Fireball. I don't know if I can do it with Charm because it may be too slow. This is just proof that AP is king. Also it's AP. Okay. Is it AP that breaks it? It might be. There's only one way to find out, I guess. I just want to say this. I hope I don't come across as aggressive in these thoughts. I hope I don't come across as like ego boosting or anything like this, because I'm not. I really don't care about that stuff. And I just wanted to have a visual indication for people who are worried about the removal of Immortality Potion. And I want to say this. I think that it's fine to be worried about it. I think that it's fine to be negative about it. And I understand I understand the sentiment. I think that change is sometimes very scary. And this time we're going to use the immortality potion and we're going to run an AD run. What we want to answer is, does the potion make or break something that aids us? Is it so strong that there's no question, no doubt about it? Like when we went into the 2 dungeons, we couldn't have done that without the immortality potions the way we played it. I couldn't have stood inside the extreme piglins like this, standing still. I couldn't do that without the immortality potion. So is there something that makes it so much easier that it is clearly the best and only strat if you want to maximize? That's one thing we should think about. The other thing is that some people said that it's not the potion, it's AP. And so now we have an AD build. We're back to our Javelin Rampage build. And so let's try and go into a dungeon. And let's see how we can use this potion, if at all. Maybe it's just a combination with AP. I'm willing to... I'm not... That's not a hill I'm dying on because I haven't tested it. Okay, so we do have some flawless tasks here. Kind of good. Kind of like that. Let's try and maybe do the wooden with just using the potion and ignoring the mobs. Let's see. Let's see how we do. This is going to be interesting. Oh, assassins. Oh, can we do something here maybe? And remember guys, I'm not here to have a big ego. I'm not trying to show off some whatever people may think. I'm really not aggressive or angry or anything like this. I just want to develop a game and make it as fair and good as possible for everyone. Yeah, that's my goal. So I guess let's try and drink it here. Okay. Well, I mean, it's been a few times where I've had flawlessly killed dwellers and assassin. It's taken up a lot of time for me. I would say that was pretty easy. I think so, and that was with AD, right? So yeah, no, that was pretty easy. Let's try this dungeon. Oh, I don't have rampage, so this is kind of decked. Yeah, I think I could have done that without the potion. I do think it became a little bit easier with the potion, though. I didn't really... But that's fine. Something aiding you is not the problem. Yeah, no, that's not the problem at all. But I will say this. I think that we got the flawless assassin and the flawless dwellers very easily there in that Wild West room. I usually, and correct me if you disagree, guys, but I usually struggle quite a bit with specifically those two. But this time I was chilling. I had a pretty good time actually. Stupid ball. Look at him. Look at him, all smug. In my humble short experience with this potion, and admittedly it's not a lot of experience, but in my short experience with it, it's kind of like the Sinead O'Connor song. Nothing compares to you. Okay, here's an actual challenge though. Oh crap, I didn't have rampage. That was a wasted charge. Skill issue. I think this is actually going to be quite difficult. I wonder how much damage they do. Okay, this dungeon had nothing to do with the immortality potion, the way I looted it. Nothing to do with the immortality potion at all. Because I could have got this... I could have done that without the immortality potion. I don't think they actually hit me. Right? And I could have stepped away from the champion. I stood close to him on purpose when I knew that I was immortal. But of course I could have not killed them and got every chest anyway. Also, this is without the prudent, by the way. We didn't go the prudent route, so that's different from the AP dungeon. Oh, could there be tanks here? No. I'm not feeling like this use of the potion is necessarily OP. The flawless task in the first room, I couldn't have done it that way, personally, without the immortality potion. I would have had to kite forever. Okay, primitively and flawlessly. Brother companion scaring me. Lock it. Are you kidding me, you little This man, where did he come from? What the heck? Where did he come from? Oh, that's just great. No, that I like that. That's so funny. It happens to be one horde mob stuck on a half slab water source. Just having a great time, waiting for his moment, his one moment to shine. It's like that movie, movie guy, the movie star that got the bad role. Can I now drink this and just fly? Oh yeah, that's cool. I think my conclusion to the potion, to the statement that it's AP that's broken and not the potion. I think that some of these things are easier to combine with the immortality potion as an AP build. Yes, I do think that they're also equally viable. Not equally viable necessarily, but many of them are very viable also with an AD build. And now to answer the question, which I don't know if anyone's had, but I want to answer it anyway. Is AP much more powerful than AD in Vault Hunters? I think a lesson that's important is that a lot of things comes down to your guys' emotions and how you feel about things. Vault Hunters is actually, with the exception of a few abilities and potions, Immortality Potion, Mana Shield, and a few other things, Vault Hunters is actually quite balanced in terms of like your choices. I'm actually quite impressed with it. And the Reddit thread, basically, too long to read if you guys are not interested in looking at it, concludes that AD can be about 3 times more more powerful than AP in terms of raw damage. But it also puts the player in a bigger risk. So no, AP is actually not OP. It's just that it's probably a little bit easier to pull off. Most people play AP builds because they're easier to play. Like casting a fireball at range is easier, or doing a Poison Nova chain is easier than hitting the mobs and timing your attacks, etc. I think AP is a bit easier as well, and I think therefore more players prefer it. But anyway, today we're here to talk about the Immortality Potion. I hope I opened a few eyes, right? I hope I wasn't sounding aggressive. I hope I opened a few eyes with this discussion. I hope that some people feel like, you know, this is interesting. I really like talking about things like this. I really like thinking about game design. And remember, whenever we balance something, it's not necessarily the immediate effect, right? It's not necessarily the immediate effect that we're after to nerf or balance. It's the cascading effect it may have, even in single player, even when you play the game on your own. If dungeon loot is free, then everything else in the game is going to feel worse. Your random ornate POI is going to feel useless, because why not just go into the dungeon and get the better chests with the same amount of input. There's proof in this pudding by thinking about how bingo plays out. It's almost always better to go dungeon hunting in bingos than to do any other task, because most of the loot ones can be completed inside dungeons. And when looking at the statistics, about 40% of the tasks are loot based, 30% maybe. So you can get a lot of your completion through dungeons.